All right. Obviously not the end result that we were hoping for. It was felt like that. Extremely proud of the way our guys played. They played hard. They never gave up. They fought to the end, but you know what? And again, we're going to celebrate that. But the days of the moral victories at SMU, I can share with our guys. Are extremely proud of the way you played, but this feeling that we have, all of us have in our stomach, with the hard work that we put in, is unacceptable. And we're going to continue to work hard and to build on this moment. I've said from the get-go that this will be a great gauge for our program into where we are and where we want to be. And I firmly believe that. I think Coach Browse is, and obviously the Baylor Bears, being the number 4 ranked team in the country, have set a standard for us to where we want to get there. And I thought our guys were ready to play. I thought our fans were outstanding tonight, sellout crowd. I want to encourage our fans and they were great tonight. It was awesome. And to get behind these kids, get behind our guys, because there's brighter days ahead. I promise you, we're going to win a lot of football games here. And the effort that I saw tonight from a group of young men battling and really should have been tied at halftime, or at least right there close to it. Should have got a field goal out of it. And actually midway through the third quarter, late third quarter, it's still a ball game. And we just, we gave them some easy stuff and missed some tackles, and it got away from us right there at the end. But again, proud of the way our guys played. But we'll come back in here on Sunday and we'll battle back, and we're going to get better. I promise you, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in this conference before it's over with. Questions?
As close as you were going into halftime, what did you tell your team at halftime?
Well, the first thing I asked them was, "Do you believe?" And obviously they do, and said they did. And I said, the way you do it is one play at a time. And it was disappointing that we at least didn't come away with a field goal. We had a pass called, and Matt knew better. Matt told me as soon as he came out the field, I said, "Coach, I knew better. I should have thrown it away." And it was just disappointing right there. It's going to be a very valuable teaching experience for us to get the ball out and come away with, at least with a field goal. But at that point, if you get a field goal out of it, you're 28-24 at half. And but still 28-21. You battle through, and I can do a better job coaching in the second half. There's no doubt about that. I can put us in a little bit better situations than I did. We weren't very good in the third quarter on third down, which was a result of getting our defense back on the field. I felt like that we ran the football well early on, and might have got away from our game plan just a little bit early third quarter or mid third quarter, but again, this is a learning experience for all of our guys. But
Chad, did you know if they believed before tonight?
I did. I really did. These guys have worked extremely hard now, and they really have. They've worked extremely hard, and we have really stressed and sold our culture of what we have to do and the accountability of what it's going to take for us to get this done with a starts with me mentality. These young men are hurting over there right now, and they should be hurting. But this field that we have isn't going to be. This isn't going to be part of this program too much longer. I can promise you. We're going to get this program back right. I think you saw some of it tonight. I think you saw how hard our guys played, those that might have been wavering, which I don't think were many. I think they believe now. And I think we got a fan base and a university that was extremely proud of their team tonight, and I want them to be. These guys are working extremely hard, and they have feelings, and they're going to battle and go to class on Monday, and they're going to hold their head high. And we need the same turnout with our fans and our student body, which was phenomenal tonight, next Saturday night. Yes, sir.
What are some things you want to take from tonight's game to North Texas or that are against North Texas next week?
Well, I've said from the get-go, our biggest enemy is ourselves. Our biggest opponent is ourselves. And obviously, this is a great gauge of where we are, where we want to be. We've got to take the film. We've got to learn from it. We've got to correct it, and make the corrections to not just give them free stuff. I mean, just you know, we got to contest the ball. You got to make plays in space. And I thought that we did that at times, but we gave them too many free yards out on that field tonight. Now, granted, they're a very talented football team. You got to give Baylor credit. I mean, they got some of the top wide receivers in the country, and I've coached some top wide receivers, so I know what top wide receivers look like, and they definitely have their fair share of them. But we've got to get better in several areas in that regard. But another thing I want to take in, we played a lot of guys tonight. A lot of young guys got to play tonight, and I think a lot of our freshmen tonight realized that the game is going to move faster, and they're learning as it goes. And so again, we're going to build on that and move forward. We're going to hold our head high, but we're going to make some adjustments and corrections, and we're going to get better. Yes, sir.
Coach, how do you feel about the play of Matt Davis tonight?
Well, I thought he was definitely a difference maker. I think he obviously, with his ability to move the chains with his feet when things break down around him, is kind of his biggest asset. I thought he made some really, really good decisions. I thought he pressed a little bit there at the end, but that's a guy that's just trying to make a play. Very proud of him. A great, phenomenal leader. I think that he definitely won his teammate. He won his teammates over tonight with his play. So again, I'm proud of him, but I'm proud of all of them. But Matt's going to be a very, very good quarterback for us over his tenure here. Yes, sir.
What's the nature of his injury? Is he 100%?
Yeah, he was actually cramping up, and so we took him in. I think they IV'd him up, and he came back out. But he'll be bruised, and obviously, is hurting because of a loss. But he's a competitor, one of the great competitors I've been around, and I think he learned a lot about himself tonight too. I really do.
Cortland Sutton had a big game, but Baylor did a good job at least kind of neutralizing some of the other targets. Was that a lot of what they did, or?
Yeah, you have to give them credit. They do. They did a good job of trying to neutralize him a little bit. I thought that there was a couple of plays that maybe he could have made. He obviously made some plays for us tonight, but being a freshman, you learn and you keep moving forward with him, and he's going to be a really good wide receiver for us and over his tenure here, just being a freshman. So excited about him. Excited about our other guys too. I think we had some other guys touch the ball tonight. Really, really proud of our running backs. Obviously Prescott line. We know what Prescott can do. His ability to play all over the field. And then your two freshman running backs, Xavier Jones and Braden West, and those two guys there are going to be dynamic. I was very proud of Braden in the kickoff return. Thought we made a difference in the special teams at times. Yes, sir.
You said that this was a game used as a gauge. What's clearer now than it was before the game?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I see is that these guys can compete with anybody. I mean, I think they believe they can compete with anybody. We saw that they can compete with, one of the top teams in the country right here, and so that's one of the biggest gauges that I've seen. I am very proud of our guys. I'm going to tell you, let's get that straight right now. I am extremely proud of the effort that these guys played with. But losing is something that we're not going to get used to. And what's happened in the past here is look, this is a total different era, and we're not gonna be satisfied. Moral victories don't do me a whole lot of good. We wanna make sure that these guys understand that we can win, and we're gonna win, and they gotta have that mentality, and they've had to believe first. And I think we took great strides tonight for that.
No, it's easy to get up for the number 4
Sure.
team in the country.
Absolutely.
How important will it be going into next week against North Texas to kind of keep that momentum high and not kind of fall down and fall to the level of the opponent?
Well, I mean, obviously that would be, you hope that doesn't happen. I know Texas, this will be their first football game, so they'll be extremely excited about kicking it off. And, they're gonna come over here and they're gonna be ready to go and excited, but again, I think it goes back to the culture that we're establishing here. This isn't a one-game season. And I've said this all week long, that our season isn't gonna be defined had we beat Baylor or had Baylor beat us. We got many games left, and we got a lot of football left, and we've got to keep getting better. We're in no position to feel like we've arrived, because we can do a lot of improving. And the one thing I do know, being in this business long enough, that you see some of your best improvements from a football team from week 2 to week 3 to 4. And so I'm excited to get back in here on Sunday. To be around these guys. I got to be around these guys. I mean, they drive me, they fuel me, and I'm motivated by these guys because I want to see the end result. And it's a daily process. It's win each day. So, again, I'm excited to see what the future holds for these young men, but we got a lot of work to do. Yes, sir.
Going back to your game plan, you ran the ball 54 times.
Mhm.
Is that something that you want to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we want to run the football. I think at this level, you have to be effective running the football. And so we are. We're gonna run the football. I felt like I got away from my game plan just a little bit there at the end, and when we weren't converting through, we were going 3 and out, which was disappointing. But what really, as you look at it, we fall down, whatever it was, and our guys battled right back. I mean, they battled right back and got in this thing, and we did it by staying with our game plan, and we felt like we had to run the football, and was able to do that tonight. Rushed for over 203 yards tonight, or whatever it was, and we're going to run the football.
We'll take one more.
Coach,
Yes, sir.
were you happy with the speed at which the offense played, or do you want to see them get snaps off?
Well, I think you look at it 2 different ways. I mean, when you're 28-21, I thought we were playing pretty good pace. We were snapping the ball 45 times in the first half. That's on track to snap it 90 times. So we were very proud of the way we snapped the football first half. And then you try to be smart as the game. You get midway in that third quarter, and you're like, okay, if I can get this thing into the fourth quarter and have a shot at it. And so whether we slowed the pace of the tempo down, that was by design. So that was by design. But there was times we were playing exceptionally fast, and there was times that we were strategically trying to change the tempo of the game.
Thanks a lot.